How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 essential speed gauge basses. The first bass I'm going to be showing you is the classic Reese bass. Great, so you want to set your project somewhere between 130 and 140 BPM. I've settled for 137. I've already got the drums in. This way it just makes it easier to write the bass line. Now I'm going to right click, insert a MIDI track, and I'm going to make a MIDI. So insert MIDI clip, and then I'm going to insert an instance of Serum. You can use Serum 1, Serum 2 for this. I'm just going to use Serum 1. Cool. And I'm going to make a Reese bass. So a really simple Reese bass is just using saw waves. So pitch them down by -2, detune them anywhere between minus sort of 18 and minus 30, and then put this on in negative. It's best to have a matching. So +20, -20. Turn this filter on. Make sure A and B are both selected, and let's go for an NG load 24, add a bit of drive, add a bit of res, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is what it's going to sound like. There's a slight click, so if you just go to envelope 1, bring up that attack a little bit. Great, now let's go to the MIDI. Let's start in the key of A minor. So A minor is the same as C major, so it's all the white notes. It's basically easier for you to follow along. So let's find the A, so it's here. And there's 2 different ways you can do the notes. So with a sort of Reese bass, you either want to do a legato note like this, or you can also then chop that up, something like this. Great, so now we've got a rough sort of MIDI. We can come into Serum and we can adjust the sound. If we put it on notes mode, it's going to follow the key. So if it's a higher note, it's going to go higher. You can also adjust that res. So that sounds pretty good to me. I've set it for like 280 Hertz. And then you can also come in and change the notes. So if I have a quick play around. So yeah, as you can see, I've kept it really simple, and I've kept it just with the root notes, so the A, C, G, and F, and then I've gone in, chopped it up, and added these pitch up notes, so these are just an octave up. And you can add something here, maybe like a roll down, or something like this. And yeah, at the end, I went for a double pitch up, so you could also do the same here. Maybe a bit too much, but yeah, it works nice at the end. Cool, and that's how you make a Reese bass. If you want tons of speed gauge basses, definitely check out my Speed Gauge Volume 2 pack. This pack has over 60 presets, making it easy for you to make speed gauge like the pros. It covers remakes of tracks from Silver Bumper, Interplanetary Criminal, Soul Mass Transit System, Notion, and many, many more. So yeah, definitely check that out. The link for that is in the description. Great, so the bass I'm going to be showing you now is a warp bass. So we've got a MIDI. I've gone for the key of C minor, and I put in a vocal. So I've already got a preset selected. I'm just gonna obviously draw in the MIDI, so feel free to follow along. We're in the key and the root note is C minor, so I'm gonna start in C. The thing with a warp bass, and it's kind of essential, is that you stick to a bar, so it's basically falling on the same beat as the kick. So you could do this. And then also move the notes around, so I'm gonna have a play around. Just gonna set up for that, so it sounds like this. What we could also do, or we could even give it the same. Yeah, I think I prefer that. But what we can do is switch it up, so we can add top note again. So I've just pitched it up an octave. Maybe even do it somewhere like here. So chop that in half. Do the warp up. Maybe too soon, so maybe try it here. And then we could do a roll up, maybe like something here. Obviously just playing around, if it was like my actual song, I'd obviously spend a lot more time. So now I'm going to show you how to make a warp bass from scratch. There's a few different ways to make it, but the most classic way, and the way they used to make it, is with this square. Pitch it down by 2 octaves, turn on this filter. Down, go to the LFO one, either select trigger or envelope, it's up to you. Drag this little arrow onto the cutoff. Too quick, so let's slow it down. Too much is coming in, so I was going to lower that and then bring the cut down. Select envelope. Select mono. And we can put it on half quarter note. Turn the res up. But the thing with using, say, a half note is that you can drag it like this and you can control this end. So you can have it down like this. Obviously, you could spend hours perfecting this. And yeah, that is pretty much how you make a warp bass. Great, and the third bass we can make is basically built off a waveform. There's two really good waveforms for making speed garage. This is FT add seconds. You can sort of manipulate it. And there's also this other one, harmonic morph. And today we're going to be using this. So let's turn them both on. Oscillator B, so digital harmonic morph. So we'll leave one off for now and we make a warp bass, so just like the one we just made. Turn the filter on, but instead of using this LFO just for the filter, we're going to use it on oscillator A to change the wavetable. Again, select envelope or trigger. They both have a slight different variation. And we've dragged this LFO onto the wavetable cutoff. And again, come over here, like this. Make it slower. We do exact same in oscillator B. We play around the unison. And what you can do is detune them, so minus 17, say. Add a sub, minus 2. And you just got something with a little bit more character than just the sort of square. And with this harmonic morph, it's really good for a respace, probably better for a respace. So if we detune it more, like something like that, and we turn this LFO off, and A, B, and select the piano mode. We come over here and wavetable position from the macro instead this time, rather than the LFO. And yeah, you can basically play around, make it sound more like an alien. Or dial it back. Great guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. I will see you on the next. Cheers.